Hi friends and welcome. I thought I'd hop on here really quick, and maybe not really quick, you never know. I thought I would hop on here and do just like a journal planner update, kind of like what I do at the end of every day or at the beginning of every day in all of my planners. So I've got a handful of pins here that I don't know what to do with because my desk is a mess. But, you know, here we are. Real life. So, I have switched my A6 Kimbor into a Hobonichi planner, Hobonichi cover, because the planner that I had it in, or the cover that I had it in, was a small little guy from Amazon. I don't know, it was like a no-name brand, and it's just getting, and look, it's not even chunky yet, but it's getting to the point where my other planner won't even close. There's a snap closure on that one, and I thought with this one it could just have a little bit more room to grow. So I'm gonna keep it in this one for a little while, see how I like it. Maybe end up not being in a cover, you never know. Several videos back I did do the hair dryer and put a A6 cover, plastic cover, Midori probably brand from Amazon cover on this one, and it just didn't fit. It wrinkled the back of it, and it's like the cover, the plastic went back to plasticky shape, and like my verbiage on that, went back to shape, and so it kind of squished my little A6. It is getting dirty also, which I was worried about, but at the same time, I mean, what good is it if it stays in perfect condition? This is a picture that my daughter drew. I think she's an awesome artist, so I like to save little bits that she does and put them places. So that's something that she did this year for me. Or did it and was going to get rid of it, and I was like, oh, no, I want it. Give it to me. So yeah, this is my everyday carry. I do take this with me in my purse. It goes to work, everywhere, grocery store, all that. So I do come in here every morning and every night, and I cross off things that I have put on my to-do list. Most of the time I get everything done. Today I did not. I do still need to read my book. This got done. So it is still early in the evening. I can get this other stuff done today. Also, today's date is 1/24/24. I thought that was cool. So saw 222 on my phone today at work. So I wrote that in there for fun. I just like to do everything in here. I do my Bible verses in here. I do little pieces of chocolate candy, cover wrappers. I just like everything in here. It's just messy and fun. This is also a quote I saw today. I don't know where I saw it. It's going to happen because I'm going to make it happen. I thought that was fun. And then the one that I wrote on my monthly page, I also really liked. It says me walking into 2024 the same person because I was never the problem. I know that probably sounds a little conceited, but you know, we never think we're the problem, so just a little boost of confidence, I guess. I did find this on probably Google, and I cut it down really small, so I don't know who made it, but it was just the moon phase calendar for 2024 in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's got every day the moon phase, and then I Google the moon phases to see what they mean, for positive energy, reset, growth, release and letting go, seeking change and new beginnings. We do have, today is the 24th, we do have a moon eclipse tomorrow for seeking change. So if you're looking to change something, today, tomorrow-ish would be a good time for that, the next couple of days. So yeah, just little things like that, but I don't really have anything else to update in here. As far as I know, I don't have anything tomorrow. It is Thursday. Yeah, so nothing to add to that one. So put that guy aside. Like I said, this might be a quick video because I don't really have a whole lot to update. The next one that I am back into, I don't recall my last video. I've been in and out of the Hobonichi Cousin and the Hobonichi Weeks. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I want to be in them all the time, and I don't ever want to be in them again. The one reason I do like the Hobonichi Cousin is because you do have the front pages for the trackers. I'll show you in my little kin board. No, it's not exactly the same as a Hobonichi, but you'll get the idea. You do have these pages where you can, I love to set up trackers in these. I can do all my habits for the month. The majority of the time I can fit everything in there. So I like these, and then I just check off the day as I've done it. So you have, in the Hobonichi Cousin, you have that page, and then you have the monthlies, and then you have weeklies, and then you have dailies. You have everything in the Hobonichi Cousin. I love that about the Hobonichi Cousin, and it is still early January, mid-January, late January, and I may still order the spring start because I do have a spring cousin that I am currently in and out of. As of today in this video, I am out of it, and I am back into my Commit 30 planner because the Commit 30 and the 2 Kinbors were my original plans for 2024, and I've decided that I need to stick with that a little bit longer instead of having FOMO and wanting to be like all of you other friends on here. And I want to be in everything that you guys are in. I want to be in rings. I want to be in pocket. I want to be in TNs. I want to be in all the things, but in reality, that is way too much stress on my brain. So I am sticking with my A6 for my everyday carry. I do love that one in my purse. I also love the Commit 30. It's just been really comforting to me last year too. I really got into it like October-ish, and just love this planner. I like the setup of it. I like the layout. I do wish it had dailies, but it's really not that big a deal. I can keep a journal somewhere else. So this page I still have not set up yet. I did get out my white gel pen, so maybe I'll do that tonight off camera. And then I decided to change this page up a little bit. This is supposed to be like your monthly, it says behind here, like your step number 2, your monthly goals overview. So like a little snippet of what you want your goals to be. But if I'm doing them here as an overview of each individual goal, why do I need them here on a monthly goal to then put them here on a monthly goal? So I thought I would do this page as my accomplishments in 2024. So at the end of every month or the end of the year, whenever I think of it, whenever it comes to me, I will put my accomplishments that I've had for the month, whether it's one thing or 6 things. You know, there's enough room in those little squares that you can fit some things. So that's a change that I just made a couple nights ago. Again, this is just a sticker. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a sticker sheet that I double-sided taped into this page to have a sticker place, because I don't always carry my stickers with me. And then let's get right into it to see. I don't have anything else in my January planner that monthly that I need to transfer over. Looks like I am behind on this little guy. And that's okay. We can update him. This is why we get back into our planners, to cross off all the dates and all the things. So this week is done. That was last week, and here we are this week. Today is Wednesday the 24th. My thing at the top here says be productive. I did have a pretty good day today. I did take the trash to work. We have a big dumpster at work that I like to take all of our boxes and recycling. There's recycling bins there. I like to take all of that with me. And that way I don't have to worry about if I catch my trash truck or not. I can take it when I want, even though I do still use our trash when they are around. I did get up at 5 a.m. I am an early riser. I have a large dog who loves to take 2 walks a day, so 5 a.m. is our first walk of the day. And he loves that, and I love that for him. I love that for me. It has really gotten me motivated to get up in the morning and get out of bed and move my body. Some mornings are harder than others, but the majority of the time, I do love getting up and doing that with him. And then we have coffee. Well, I do. He does not, clearly. Coffee and water to start the day. I usually get in my planners at that time. And so, yeah, that's what I did this morning. This afternoon, I was at work. Nothing exciting happened at work. I did call the doctor to get some prescriptions taken care of. A lot of times in this planner, I don't necessarily plan out my day or write everything down in the morning. I do definitely do that in my A6. But this one, a lot of time, is just me coming back and filling in for the day what I did. I don't always do it that way, but a lot of times, yeah. That is how I do it. I just come back in and fill this one in. It did rain all day today. Do I have any markers down here? I do not have any markers down here. I've been carrying a little bag with me up and down the stairs because sometimes it's too cold down here in the basement. And now I'm regretting it because I have no markers. So let's just use a blue pen for fun. I can always highlight over it later. It is very rainy here in Indiana right now. Thankfully, we are far enough south that we did not get any of the freezing rain that we were supposed to get over the last couple days, but it has been very foggy and very rainy, which has actually kind of been fun. We had several days of sunshine, so rainy day, foggy day was fun today. I also am not one to be able to write and talk at the same time. I will write what I say if I write when I'm talking a lot of the time. So please pardon my moments of silence as I fill in my planners today. What else happened today? I do like to write down my food. How are you all doing? I haven't asked that question in a while. What have you all been up to? How are your plans going? Are you still in your planners that you said you were going to be in? I have been in and out, obviously, but I think that's just the way it is right now. So maybe one day that will change, but I hope you're all having a wonderful January 2024. My January is going pretty smoothly. I am ready for warm weather already, but that's okay. It'll be here before I know it, I guess. made brownies last night, so I did have a chocolate brownie tonight. It was delicious. I'll leave that blank in case there's something else that I think of. But that is all that I can think of right now. I have done my daily devotion and read my books, did my workout, so that can all be crossed off. I did change these calendars back here. I was going to use them like as my book tracker. Put a reading tab back here, but I might use this for my garden. I'm going to plant seeds here in the next month, probably February, March. I will start seeds indoors. Like I said, since we're in Indiana, we do have to keep the cold weather on our radar. I did get a Farmer's Almanac. I don't know if any of you guys know they still make the Farmer's Almanac. Totally geeked out on the Farmer's Almanac this year. I wrapped it and gave it to myself for Christmas because why not? So I've been reading my Farmer's Almanac telling me when I need to plant my seeds and all that fun stuff. So that's been something fun I've been kind of learning and dabbling in over the past week or so. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to stop for today and here. And I will move on to the next planner. The next planner, maybe it might be my journal. This little lady is my other Kimbor, my A5 Kimbor. This one is set up the same way as the little A6 is. This one I do an index. So since this is my journal and I write about a page a day, half a page a day, just kind of depends on how I feel. Just kind of depends, but this is my daily journal. So on my these monthly pages, I do write like what I journaled about, like if I went to the doctor, or if my kids were sick, or if I got flowers from my husband, or whatever. I write that. Whatever I journal about is what I write. Like my main topic is what I write on this page. Not that it's anything that I will ever reference, but yeah, it's, I don't know, a fun thing to track, I guess. My monthly in here, looks like I just did like the fun little sticker a day from Sweet Quiet Design. I track when I'm reading my books, when my Happy Mail arrives. Yeah, so that's kind of simple there. There is a yearly that I have not filled out yet. I was going to do a vision board and goals, but then with it being my journal, I don't know if I will do that. This is today, Wednesday, 2024. I have not written anything except for that, so I will do that probably before I go to bed. That is something in the evenings I like to do. Wind down a little bit, review my day, see if there's anything that I need to get out of my system. It all goes here. So this one does not usually leave the house with me. Sometimes I do carry this with me, but normally it stays at home on my nightstand. Let's maybe show this little guy. This is another one I started. There is a guy on YouTube. And let me see where I wrote. Yes. Clark Kegley is on YouTube, and he does a lot of motivational videos. He has a big like mastermind class every year. I've never done his class, but I do like watching his journaling videos. He talks about doing a journal a year. You pick a journal and you set it up for 6 different categories. I'm sure you could probably do more or less. But you do like a title page with your name, and here you write everything that defines you, your personality, your character, what your strengths are, what you do in repetition and your emotions. And then he also does this little calculation on how many days you have until you're 90 years old. So you kind of do the little math here. That's kind of fun to see. I don't know if some of you, maybe that's a trigger warning for some of you, but it doesn't really bother me, because who knows if I'll live that long or not. It's not up to me. And then this page you do like top 10 lessons or quotes of the year. I will probably do more than 10, but I have a couple on here already. I did stamp it for the date that I started the book, January 22nd. I did one of these last year, and I really liked it, but I picked the one he gives you if you pay for his masterclass is the huge, like, A4 size, so it's like off screen, like this big by this, like it's like huge, you know? That's way too much room for me. So I did use it. I did enjoy it last year, but it was way too much space. I wasted more than half of that notebook. But so this year I picked a little smaller one. This is, I don't know if this is a B6. It's like a maybe an A5, I don't know. Anyway, it's B6, A5-ish. I don't think it's B6, but I don't think it's A5 either. So anyway, it's from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, something like that. I don't even know the brand of it. But anyway, so you take the planner, you do your front cover, and you set it up like this with your title page and your quote page. And then you do your back cover, which is your goals. And he tells you to do goals for work, goals for rest, goals for play, and balance them all out, because you can't have just work goals or just rest goals or just play goals, and that you need to balance them all out to enjoy a fun life. So I haven't done any of that yet. I did go ahead and divide my sections, and I don't know if you can see here, I did do my sections. Instead of having tabs in this book, I did washi tape. So like my first section is growth, and I just picked a pretty washi tape. Last year I did the washi tape on every page that I used for growth. I didn't want to do that this year in case I want to divide some of these up and add other topics. I can steal those pages and not have to worry about ripping washi tape off. So this is my growth section. You do like 15 page for each subject. This one's going to be for career and what I want for my income. I did do a little bit of journaling on that next page, because there's already stuff going on with that. Spiritual, my relationship with God, and I did like a little doodle here that I need to finish. My next section is finances. This will be like an expense tracker, my goals for finance, all that kind of stuff. The next section I chose health. This one I tore the little page out of my Hobonichi, the little front. I'm not going to show you that one page because it has information on it. But your monthly, the yearly trackers, I do divide these. Who is the girl? It might be, I'll have to look her up and link her below. She does this where she divides these into, like, they're lined, but it's 5 weeks. So like the first week of December, I would write down how much I weighed when I weighed in. The second week of December, I would write how much I weighed in at. Hopefully that goes down each month, but it's a good way to track your weight. And then down here you do, let me see if I have something that I can cover this up with. So down here you do other items like a long walk. So if I take a long walk, which is a mile or more, I do a check mark. If I do a workout, I write WO. If I do 8 cups of water, I do the little raindrop. And if I do no eating after 8 p.m., I do the little circle with a cross across it. So that I am tracking that stuff this year in this little guy. And since I gave up the Hobonichi weeks, I thought I would just put it in here. and I can add other stuff to my health section. The next one, I did a reading and book space. I do want to track my reading this year, so I set up some pages in this one already. I'll write the titles in for the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. Hopefully I will read more than that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll read less. You never know. The next page, I wanted to do like a physical TBR, like the books that I actually have on my bookshelves that I want to read this year, or other books I want, things like that. And then this last section, I don't have anything on it, but there's only like 4 pages here, so I don't know what I'll use that for. But anyway, you can, you know, add more subjects if you want. 6 is a lot, or maybe not a lot. Some people do 7 or 8 goals a year, but I just kind of wanted to do little sections of things that I know I'm going to be working on this year. This is a book that I probably will not come to every day, but yeah, it has magical things inside. So that's a new one I just added a couple days ago. I will show updates on that as I go along, maybe. Some of the stuff probably will be blurred out, but that's that. This little guy has been my goal planner. I did show a little flip through of this in one of my other videos. It might have been like the end of December, my last goals that I wanted to plan for December. So in here, I've been doing weekly check-ins with myself. So at the end of the week, normally on Sundays, it's actually been Saturday nights. I've got quite a bit. I've gone through quite a bit in here. Usually Saturday nights, late at night, when the kids are in bed, I will sit and just have a meeting with myself on what I've accomplished, what I need to accomplish, if I'm happy with how I spent my week and my time, just little things like that. There are some questions I found online. I probably can't show them because I probably answered them on one of the pages, but you can do like goal setting questions or like weekly review questions if you Google stuff like that. There's tons of ideas that they have out there. You can pick and choose questions that work for you. You know, just do a good check-in with yourself if you're happy with where you're at. If you need to make changes on things, make changes on things. You know, just because you wrote it down at the beginning of the month doesn't mean you have to stick to it till the end of the month. So this is where I do that. It's kind of a brain dump, a personal review with myself. Yeah, there was my week 3 meeting with Kristen. I give myself a title page, and then I just do a check-in with myself to make sure that, you know, I am doing things that I want to do because nobody else is coming to do them for me. So it makes me feel good to see the progress, or to see what progress I'm not making and where I need to make changes. So I feel like 2024 is going to be a better year for me, and I'm excited to see where I go. So I hope you all are doing well. If you have any questions or comments, obviously put them below, and I will talk to you soon.